Want to know if your workout form is actually perfect? This AI fitness coach tracks your body key points in real time to count reps and instantly flags bad posture. From home workout apps to automated physical therapy, this brings a smart personal trainer right to your screen. Let's look at the code.
If you enjoy our content and want to see more, don't forget to hit subscribe.
Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to make a push-ups rep counter and form correction. So what we will be doing in this video is we will be training a custom model that will be able to analyze all the body pose, 33 key points present on the body, and will be able to generate the insights and analytics that whether the person is doing the push-ups properly or not, and it will also count the total number of reps he has done on it. So this is the project overview. As I mentioned earlier also, this project is an AI-powered fitness assistant that tracks push-up repetition and evaluates exercise for in real time using a custom-trained YOLO level force estimation model. And for the annotation, we will be using the Labellerr website where we can easily track the 33 key points present on the body. And we are also calculating the angle between the elbow and the hip joint points. The hip elbow angle will be used to track the total number of the reps the person has did, and the hip joint point is used to analyze the form correction of the body is correct or not. As in the standard push-up, the hip joint point should be always around 180-degree only with the back and the legs. So this project has several real-world applications, like it can be used in the home fitness also, like we can create an app or a web application. Person can do the home fitness as well. He doesn't require a coach in real. The system will be the coach of his and will be able to track the total number of the reps he has performed, and will also track whether the rep he is performing is of correct position or not. And similarly, it can be integrated in the margins as well. It is used to create the normal gems to the AI power that will reduce the congestion from the gym coaches, and the user can be able to track his movement and the exercise posture properly. And to train your custom dataset, you can always visit the Labellerr website. It's a very simple process. You just need to sign up there and upload your dataset there, where you can easily perform your annotation and later on download your annotation in the COCO JSON format. So beginning with the project, first we need to import certain libraries. Like we have cloned the GitHub library, which has been created by the Labellerr itself. This library helps us to perform several tools and functions that we will be using in this project. And we are also installing some other utilities like the Ultralytics, OpenCV, Matplotlib, etc. So the first step in the project is the random frame extraction from the video. So first I show you the video dataset that I got. So this is the video dataset that I got. You can clearly see here is a person who is performing the push-ups. So we'll be taking this video as our dataset and we'll be training our custom model using this. So let's go back to the code now. So as I mentioned earlier, the first step will be the random frame extraction from the video. So I have kept the video path here, and we'll be taking a total of 50 frames out of it. And we are again using the GitHub library which we cloned earlier, and using the function called extract and the random frames from it. And after running this code, the dataset frames will be formed here. This consists of all the 50 images that we wanted. Now what we will do, we'll just upload these 50 images to the Labellerr website, where we can easily perform an annotation. Now let me just show you the annotation that I got at Labellerr website. So this is our Labellerr website. You can clearly see the keypoint annotation of the body has been marked properly. It is a 33 keypoint annotation, and we have selected the object as body. So let me show you other images as well. See here also you can see the keyboard annotation have been marked. Now let me just show you how I have marked this annotation. It's a very simple process. So first we delete this and I'll run it again. So I'll just click on the body, then it will ask for the AI mode, then I'll select the model keypoint detection, and then when I click on detect, it will automatically detect all the 33 key points present on the body. I'll just press enter. So our annotation has been completed. Similarly, we had done this for all the 50 images that we got from the video dataset. So it's a very simple process. You can also try it yourself on the Labellerr platform. Now let's just move back to the code now. After all your annotation have been completed on the Labellerr website, you just need to download the annotation in the COCO JSON format and upload the JSON file here. Like you can see here, I got my JSON file of the annotation I have performed. Now the next important step is the COCO to YOLO format converter. We will be converting this COCO JSON format file to the YOLO format. For this we will be using this code block that will convert the COCO JSON file to the YOLO dataset. You can see here is YOLO dataset that I got. It will break down into the images and labels. Here I got the labels, and each consists of 3 folders inside it: the test, train, validation. Similarly for the labels as well. And here is our .yml file. So moving forward, the next step was the training of a custom YOLO model. So we'll be using the YOLO 11 lpost.pp file to train our custom model dataset. We'll be fine tuning it with the YOLO 11 lpost, and we will be running for around 100 epochs with a batch size of 16. So after running, the best.pt file will be saved in the project folder. As you can see here, here's a best.pt file. So this is our custom trained model. We'll be using it to get certain prediction and the analytics for the video. So first we'll see that the best.pt file that we have got is good or not. So we'll be running the best.pt file on a single frame, which will be extracting from the video dataset that we got. So here we'll be extracting the target frame 50. You can select any. We'll be taking the 50th frame from the video and running our best.pt file on it. And let's see the prediction. You can see the prediction having very good. All the 33 points have been marked on the body. You can see in the pink color as well. So the best.pt file that we have received is a good model. So now let's just run this best.pt file throughout our video. We'll be running just the raw inference now and see the overall prediction that the best.pt file gives throughout the video. So this is the code block for it. We'll be running for the whole video. Let me just show you the output that we have received. So this is the output that we have received. You can see all the 33 key points have been marked on the body properly, and as the person is doing the exercise, the points are moving simultaneously with the body. So the model that we have trained is performing really good. So now let's just move to the next step now. So the next and the final step involves the push-up analysis and the repetition engine. So the core components includes the first is the best.pt file that we have just custom trained it, and the joint angle calculation. We'll be calculating the angle between the elbow hand and the shoulder to get the angle at its elbow, which will be able to predict that at which state the position is of the body is. Like when the elbow angle is 180, it means that the person is currently at the up state, and when the angle is low, then it means that the person is at the down stage. So you can see the elbow angle should be above 160 in order to get to the upstate, and the elbow angle should be below 90 degrees to go to the downstate. So to increase the rep, the person has to do the up and down state simultaneously. Like the person will start with the state up, then he has to go the down, then up, then only the one rep will be counted. Similarly, how many times the person switches between the up and down state, the rep counter will increase. And similarly for the back posture as well. So we are also validating that the posture of the push-up is correct or not. So the body must lie in the region between the 160 degree and the 200 degree. So the hip angle should be between these two ranges, because in the standard push-up it is considered to be the 180 degree. So we have provided it with a range that if the body angle of the hip is between the 160 degree to 200, then it will be considered as a good body posture. So this was the angle logic I also told you about, like the shoulder, elbow and wrist, and the hip angle will be between the shoulder, hip and ankle. So this is the code block for it. So let me just run this code and let me show you the output that we have received. So this is the output inference that we got. You can clearly see the rep counter is shown here, and here is current stage as well, like the up, then down, then up, and here is the elbow angle and the hip angle. We have also marked it at the key point as well, like here is the elbow and here is the hip. So the inference has come really very good, and our model has successfully able to predict the key points and the analytics regarding the push-up that the person is performing. So I hope you like this project. If you like it, you can also check our other popular YouTube videos that Labellerr has posted, and also stay connected to our other social media platforms. Thank you.
If you'd like to explore practical resources and hands-on examples, we've created a dedicated GitHub repository. It's filled with cookbooks covering computer vision, AI agents, and more. Link is in description.